Anyway, good afternoon, folks. It's me all the way, George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, I have a special guest here, and this is a lady who I did a video back some time ago, and we're here to correct some mistakes that were made on my end. This is one Miss Sammica Cash, and Sammica Cash, and she is a IFBB pro in the physique division. And I reached out to her, and she wanted to make sure that we get everything straight. So, welcome, ma'am, and introduce yourself to everybody who's listening.
I'm Sammica Cash, IFBB Pro, women's physique competitor. And thank you, George, for having me on today.
I appreciate it. So the big question is that information I told you, but what really got you in such a sport like bodybuilding? What was the attraction to it for yourself?
I had got out of shape one time, and I used it as motivation to get back into shape. So, it was a challenge. But that's initially how I started. I had a bet with a friend who can lose the most weight. Tammy Anderson, matter of fact, my big sis. So we was, did a little competition to see who can get back in shape. And so I just used it as motivation to get back into shape.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I had a bet with my sister once about how long to keep my room clean. She'd be $20. That was like when I was like 14. And 14-year-olds, it's hard to keep clean, but hey, it's $20.
Right.
So besides that, before then, like I said, I remember did in my introductory video that you had your own trucking company. Now,
so you know how it is driving a truck. That kind of sedative lifestyle. You're sitting so long, you kind of pick up weight, especially when you're sitting so long. Circulation problems. You got swelling when you get off, and it's hard to eat right when you're on the road like that. It's not impossible, but it's hard. So I picked up weight because I wasn't really doing nothing but working, concerned more on working than my health, and so I had to make sure I flipped that around.
Yeah, that's why I could see that because, like I said, I used to play football, used to work out. Then you get out of high school, then you get working, and then it just hits on you, and it just happens. And also, one thing we share. You had a club back in Memphis. You were the first Black woman to own your own club, and I used to work at. I used to work at a club too. I worked in a gentleman's club.
Yeah, gentleman's club. What you doing in gentleman's club, George?
I did everything. I was working the door. I was a bouncer, bathroom attendant, gopher. I get the girls' money. It's just a lot of stuff I was doing. It was a range of things. I had guys come. Guys be working. Say, man, you working there with the girls? I say, it's like I used to work at a textile company with a lot of women. Clothes off, aggravating. We got here is Mr. Brooke Burrell. He's one of my subscribers. Brooke says, "Feel the rage." Yeah, and Brooke, thank you for coming through. Now, what was that feeling?
George, where do you live, George?
I live in North Carolina.
Okay, so is everything okay with the signal? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Okay.
Yeah,
as long as we got our we hooked up to my Wi-Fi, I'm good. We're good. Okay. All right. And Brooke also says, "Hello, Miss Cash. I just wanted to tell you how phenomenal you are. You got a fan."
Thank you so much.
You got a fan. Yeah, you got a fan.
What's his name, Brooke?
Yeah, his name is Brooke Burrell. He's from New York.
Thank you, Brooke. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
So anyway, what was that first feeling when you got on stage? What was that like?
When I first competed, I was the coach that I was working with. He had me actually in figure. So I went to a posing class with another coach to kind of work on my posing, and he told me that I was in the wrong category because with the amount of muscle I had, he said, "Look, you outclass everybody. You need to be in women's physique." So that was maybe on a Saturday, and he had a show that was coming up that next weekend. And so I learned how to pose women physique in 3 days. And I went and competed in that show that following Saturday because I was due to compete 3 weeks, later. So I competed that very next weekend. But I never was nervous. I felt comfortable. I won overall. I won my class and overall my first competition ever. I didn't know at the time that was such a big deal, but I did. But I wasn't nervous. I just went out there and had fun. When I first started, it was just something fun to do.
Yeah, something fun to do. We got here James Henry. Hey everyone, and hey James Henry. He's one of my he's also another follower and subscriber. And the feel like you were doing figure, which figure is kind of like I would say lightweight version of women's bodybuilding. You look, you have to. What was the thing wearing the clear heels?
Yeah, I'm in posing practice. I had the heels on, and he was like, "You are not in the right category." Yeah. So I know a lot of people start their bodybuilding journey. They usually in maybe bikini, then move up to figure, and so on. But I've been in women's physique from day one. I've never done any other category except women's physique.
Yeah, that's the thing is, like Chris Rock may say that thing like, keep your daughter out of clear heels, keep off the pole, Right. And that's the thing is like, this is a sport where a lot of people work hard. You're dedicated to it, and I respect that. And the thing is that,
Did you see my back abs video, George? Did you see my back ab video that went viral?
Which one?
The back abs, showing the back abs.
Do you have it on your IG?
I do.
Well, folks, we'll do this just quick. We'll show the video because and should we have it in a minute? Let's see.
You want me to put it up on my IG?
Well, I can put it up on here because I got your IG open already on here. So all I gotta do is get to the tab and let's see. It'll take too long, folks. There we go. I got it, and I'll share. All right. Now, where is it? Is it on in your story or is it in your where is it?
Oh, okay. I see now.
Right here.
Keep going. No, keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
Tell me stop.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. This one right here, right?
There's a clip of it right here.
Yeah. That's the clip. Yeah, I've seen that video.
That's the clip of it. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna play it. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's a longer version of that video too. If you scroll on down, where they
let's see. They see the longer version. Scrolling down. Just tell me stop.
I'll tell you when to stop.
These are great pictures. Like I say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Keep going.
Right here?
No.
Right here?
No.
Just let me know stop.
Okay, keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. There it is. Right here.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Right there.
Right here.
Yeah.
We're here the birthday?
No, you go back. You was on it. You was on it.
I was on it. I was asking you where I was on it.
But I couldn't tell.
Okay. All right. Right here?
Right there.
All right.
No.
We just all gotta just go here, shift here. That's it.
Tell me how you really feel.
Nah, that ain't
Tell me how you really feel.
I passed it.
I would ask you what's the deal. You don't even got a deal. Most niggas with a deal.
We are gotta kill on YouTube.
But that's one you can see my back abs on that one.
Yeah.
But it's not as defined as the other one that I was.
Yeah. We gotta be careful with YouTube because they distract us for an evil thing. But yeah, that's pretty cool, And that's the thing is that you have a dedication. I love this picture. It's cute. Little red hat. Yeah. And you have a real dedication for the sport. You're training other people. You get you also. And the thing is, you're being a pro, and you got to compete. And train other people. Does it take a lot of your time?
Absolutely. It takes a lot of time, especially when you get ready to compete for a competition, and then you still have 20, 30, 40 clients that you have to service too. So one thing about bodybuilding is it's so selfish. It's a selfish sport. It's the most selfish thing that I've ever done because I'm such a selfless person. When you get ready to compete for a show, you have to be selfish. So it was so foreign to me. But I love it. It was just getting ready for the show, the competition, just the hunt of it all.
Right here we have Brooke Burrell again. Miss Cash, when did you realize that you were a real life superhero?
I don't think I realized it yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also see, he said again, Miss Cash, how much can you bench press, and what other sports do you kick ass in? You got a fan.
Basically, I'm good at everything I do. But I can bench my max bench part. I don't do a lot of benching because it's so stressful on the shoulder. But if I was just gonna do a regular bench, I probably can get 225 up a few times.
Especially look at her traps. You can see those traps. Look at traps. And like I said, if you want to check out Miss Cash, her information is in the description. Her IG, she's on Facebook. Also, she also has, I put in her donations, like if you want to make a donation to her, she has a Cash App. Also, she has a Venmo. And also, and fellas, here's my rule: no D pics, you freaks. She don't want to see that. Keep that to yourself.
Nah, I don't want to see that.
Keep that to yourself. Yeah, you don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Once again, we have here.
And one thing, George, I get that all the time. Those kind of pics. That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, because I talk to some ladies talk about that. They get it because some guys are so against the fact of women with muscle, but then you have some guys who just personally, I didn't say I hadn't done it myself, but personally, I wouldn't do it to anybody unless they asked me to send it. I wouldn't do it to anybody unless they asked me to send it. Now here we got Jane Henry. Miss Cash, what is your favorite part about bodybuilding, if you don't mind me asking?
My favorite part about bodybuilding is the stage. Being able to get on the stage and display what you worked hard for. A lot of people, prep for a show 16, 20 weeks, and then they get on the stage and they be nervous. So you did all this work, you done died it, you can put all the work in. So I love being on the stage.
Mm-hmm. And what's that feeling when you're back there, with all the other competitors, you're getting ready, you're getting prepped, you have that feeling like you want to, like you feel like you're about to hit, because I know you're into boxing, you're about to get into ring and go, go like Rocky Balboa.
When you backstage at a show, you have a lot of people, everybody back there understand your lifestyle. In a normal world, people don't understand what we do. They don't understand what we put into this sport and what we put into our bodies. And, a lot of the female bodybuilders, all of us are underpaid compared to men, but we put just as much time and work and energy into the body. So, it's frowned upon in a whole lot of arenas, because a lot of people, especially with older people, I don't want to look like that. Or I don't want to, she look like this, she look like that. People are so mean. The comments that I see sometimes to be like, wow.
And I've talked about this. I I used to often do a thing called Sunday discussion, and some of the pros I've talked with, we have talked about this. How one thing is, you women just work just as hard. You don't get as much as the money compared to what I call them, the banana hammocks.
Just like the Mr. Olympia what's the pipe? 650, 600?
It was 450 for Big Rami, 50,000 for Andrea.
Right,
and that is crazy, because I understand that we all know that the Mr. Olympia is where everything what grows from. It's because the men will get the money, but the fact is, the women should get, like, you got to think about it. It costs more for you to compete as a woman.
Absolutely, the hair, the makeup, it costs way more.
Posing suits, because ladies say anything from $1,000 to $2,000. You got to have your jewelry like that. It used to be like that. You just have maybe two posing suits, so like one for prejudging, one for finals, and then you might have at least have to have three, just in case one has a problem. Absolutely. And then also tanning and all the other stuff that goes into it, and food and travel. While the guys like if you remember your last show, where the guy probably got maybe, depending on the prize money, maybe $20,000, maybe $30,000, and the top female might get maybe the most $4,000
at the most. $1,000 at the most.
And that's not good, because you know what, you like I said, some ladies, you do this for a passion, but you should be rewarded. And the thing is, sponsorship. I talk about this. You don't get enough sponsors for you, because you know what, no one want to put money behind you. And then I talk about also in the fetishing of it, where there is, like I said, the guys even still make more money than the women in the fetishing, because with women, this is how you break it down. With the men fan base, it's going to be guys who's fan of bodybuilding, because they grew up like me watching cartoons like He-Man and Thundercats, guys like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Lou Ferrigno. And then you have that subsection of guys who are gay, which truthfully is, who find men with most attractive. And then you have that section of women who find men because of strength. But with you ladies, your fan base is mostly going to be men, and maybe a few women who want to, who admire you and you're committed for it. But still, you should get more money. And I think that's why a lot of ladies like this is also another quote I say. A lot of ladies like to do the beat the meat websites to make their money to pay for their training, because you have your trainer, you have 2 gyms, and and you stay hustling.
Your sound went out.
Oh, hello, you sure?
Yeah, I'm back now.
Oh, you hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me now? Okay. Might be some issues right here. We have here once again your best buddy here, Mr. Brooke Morale. Miss Cash, you ever met any guys, chumps, that find you intimidating?
Yeah, absolutely, all the time.
Yeah, that's the thing is people are intimidated with my muscle, and I don't find intimidated. Like I said, when I grew up, my brother used to play football. And he collected the muscle bags. And I used to like guys like Lee Haney, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all those guys. And your women were just something different in my pubescent teenage mind. It's just, and I think there's some very beautiful women in this sport. And, everybody's intimidated by your muscle, but you are a woman still. And you are an athlete also. Also, from my man, Marcus Bell. Where you going? Is it?
Yeah, you in and out, George. So you popping in and out on me.
Yeah, let me see if something might sound. Give you a minute. Just give you a minute. It might be something. Like, you want to tell a story about yourself while while I get back. Let me just check something quick. All right.
Yeah, check it. But one thing I want to say, you get so many people proposition you doing inbox or DM. So you don't really know what to respond to. Like when you asked me for an interview before in the past, I get so many crazy things in my inbox and DMs. I don't know what's real and what's not. People want to buy, take a picture, make with a buy sell. I pay for it. What's your PayPal? Do you need sponsorship? Can you send me a video? It's the muscle worshipers. That was kind of crazy to me how they would want to reach out and pay you for this and pay you for that. I don't do that. I don't. Whatever people do to make money is what they do. I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm not taking no picture for no money, and I'm not. I just don't do that. But I know it's a part of this sport, and I know a lot of ladies have to do what they have to do to pay their bills or whatever the case. But I'm just not one of them. You can't even offer me enough money to send you no kind of picture or nothing. I just don't do that. Never have.
Yeah, and that's your right to you'll want to do that because you'll feel comfortable with doing that. You'll have to do it. I understand a lot of ladies do it because of the fact this is a way to make income for them. One thing is, as I said again, there's a small saying like when your ladies rock hard, we'll rock hard. We get and a lot of guys some guys like you when you're on stage, when you get your tanning oil on, the light shining on you, they get excited. And then when you're off season, when you're soft, still have good, great developed muscle, you are too. But it's just about what needs to be done, especially for the women's division. It should be better pay. I'm not saying you should give what big Rami gets, but at least I think Miss Olympia should get.
The pay should be a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, because what we're putting into this, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? What we sacrifice is a lot. Just as much as a guy, and sometimes a whole lot more. It's a lot that goes into this sport. It's an expensive sport, very expensive. Supplements, protein shakes, food, it's really expensive. Then you got to travel to shows, then you got to, take off work or whatever the case may be. But it's a lot of money that goes into a prep.
Yeah. And like one of my friends, Mr. Big Keith Williams said that it's a poor man's sport compared to any sport. If you look at it, and also the thing is people.
You say it's a poor man's sport?
That's what he call it.
I don't agree with that.
Well, that's how like I said, you gotta think about it. You keep working more like in the reds to get into the black. It's not. You should what you put in, you should get back. That's how.
Yeah, I see what you're saying as far as that. Yeah, it's true. That's true because everybody want a return on their investment. If you investing so much time into a sport and into yourself, you do want to get a return. You do want it to be way more balanced than it is. That's why I can understand why a lot of women stop competing or just drop out of the sport because You know what I'm saying? It you know, you have to weigh it up at some point. You have to weigh it up.
I know one lady who I follow. She said she was thinking about coming back, but then I said, "Well, do this: sit down and write down the pros and cons." And that's what she did. She sit down and write the pros and cons. Pro is you get get back in shape when you feel like you want to get back in shape. Con was you spend more money you need to get back in shape. So she said, "Nah, she's a great lady. Miss Lisa Ferrier. I'm a fan of hers." Once again, we have one of my brothers, Marcus Bell, all the way George Page coming through, smashing that like, and hello, Miss Cash. Yeah.
Hey.
And also, this is from my man Brooke Burrell. Miss Cash, do you or would you ever train someone who's diabetic in a wheelchair? He always asks that question. You feel me?
Diabetic in a wheelchair?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, she's pretty good trainer. Like we'll go back real quick because something I saw yesterday, which I just had to laugh when I saw it. It is so wild because this is why I like her, and it is something she posted on her IG. She's training one of her clients, and it was you just that's why I like talking to some of you ladies. I get to really when I'm on IG, I get to really see the what y'all do, because the thing about social media, there's that it's like a two-headed coin. It's like there's evil to it and there's good to it, and then you get to see somebody. And this is I'm gonna show this real quick, and it's just crazy how.
Yeah.
Get up out of there, B. Get up out of there, B. Get up out of there, B.
Yo! Yeah, all night. You're going to go all night in it. Come on, B. Let's go. Let's go.
Watch this part, guys.
Never had no woman rapping like this. Let's go. Come on, two more.
That was the part that got me when he said, "You never had no woman ride you like this."
Come on, Chandelier. Go to that other gear. Go to that place. Come on, showtime.
Come on, B. Dig, B.
Go to that place.
Dig, B.
Yeah. That's the down. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You are proud of your clients, aren't you? And you're proud.
I'm very proud of my clients. I love my clients. I love them.
But the folks that got me part we say, "You never had one ride you like this." Oh my God. Oh, that was wild. Once again, we have my man, Brooke Burrell, your best friend, your future baby daddy. Miss Cash, do you ever do autograph signings? Because you are a superstar, and I know you have a legion of fans because I am one. You just guys have a fan. Brooke, just follow her on social media, IG. She's on Facebook. Reach out to her. This is a great lady. I'm enjoying my conversation. Now, as we talk about the one thing I meant to talk about how the cost of being a bodybuilder, as you know, the cost of getting your IBB Pro, you get that card, and we mentioned how one thing needs to be done is that also is IBB should help y'all, especially as I said again recently, my dear friend Mr. Big Keith Williams just has had surgery. I saw Helen Trevino had surgery, and the thing is, it should be like if you look at like Major League Sports, where like football, basketball, baseball, where they have things like the help and assistance when players get sick. I know Keith said when you play football, they have pitches and stuff. Would you want to see that in your sport where there's more assistance to competitors?
Absolutely. Especially when you can easily get injured in this sport just like any other sport. And then when you're supposed to be, it's an IFBB Pro, International Federation of Bodybuilding. So it should be something in place because you got so many bodybuilders dying these days. I mean, left and right, and it's scary. And one thing about people don't speak enough on supplementation, steroids. A lot of women just don't speak on it. And it ain't too many competitors that's on the Olympia stage that's all natural, if any. When you get to a certain level in the sport, you have to ask yourself, hey, because you can't come back from too far, right? You go too far, you can't come back from too far. You can't come back from shaving your face. You can't come back from that. So you have to ask yourself, hey, how far do I want to go? And what is it worth to me? That's the golden question. When you have great genetics and great training, workout regimens and stuff like that, and discipline, do I want to go to the Olympia? Because it's going to take, you can't go there with juices and berries. right? I mean, you have to take supplementation to get to a certain level to compete against the tops in the sport. And that's just the reality of it. So you have to ask yourself, hey, how bad I want it? And you can't want it, just, I tell people all the time, talk to people backstage, you can't want it by any means necessary. That's a lot to pay. You know what I mean?
I know I remember one time it was like a few years ago, just like I think there's this sports specialist who did a test. He wrote kind of like a paper where he asked different, like I think Olympic level athletes, if you could, even though if you could make a sacrifice, if you can, take this supplement or this, which you can win a gold medal, but it shortens your life by 5 years, would you take it? And I think the answer, a lot of them say yes. And that's the thing, especially with women, some things like one thing I do MMA talk, and how they talk about how women have to do weight cuts. And the thing is, women, you have a higher BMI, you carry more body fluid, especially in the hips and everything else. And that, what works for a woman doesn't work for a man. And, there was like the issue we just had last year. We had a professional bodybuilder by the name of Alina Habani. She passed away. She was at a show. A lady who was hoping to do an interview with sometime, Jennifer Hernandez, she passed away. Then this year, we just had a lady by the name of Ashley Gearhart. She passed away. With her situation, I think said she already had issues before, and I don't know details, but it's just you can't do the same thing for a woman as you do as a man. Exactly. And it's just like even though we're the same species, human, we're just biologically different.
Right. Because one thing about female athletes, of course, you have to take an estrogen blocker to reduce the estrogen levels in the body, so your body can get as lean as it can for a female. So it's a lot of things that come into play. T3, T4 conversion. Your thyroid function. It's a lot of things come into play when you're trying to get in shape for a bodybuilding show. It's way different, with a woman than it is a man.
There's too much sacrifices and not much reward. Here we got here is
if I had to take, if it was a supplement I can take to make me win Olympia and it's gonna shorten my life by 5 years, I still don't want it. I want all my years.
Yeah. We have here Brooke Barretta once again. Miss Cash, if I was one of your clients, which one of my favorite foods would I have to give up? That's the thing is, what is your favorite food you had to give up sometime? Like I know after the show, I remember when you and George Brown, you say you can go get something sweet, but you say you want to get something to drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I had to give up alcohol when I'm competing. But your favorite food, she asked, I would say pasta. You will have to dish the pasta to get in shape. That pasta we do not need.
Yeah,
so
carbs.
We want to make sure we have good carb sources.
Yeah, that's the thing is some people they like the bad carbs. Be calling you, man. Be calling my name. Be like Pookie. Be calling me, man. And that's the fun is about. It's about also you have to have a diet. You might have to eat like I think 6-7 meals in a day sometimes, and then you have to be consistent at the gym. There's a lot to it. It was a while back. I used to be a bit overweight. But then I, really took time to take care of myself because I'm 47. It's hard sometimes, and just sometimes I still get into my little habits. I can't help it because but if you still try to make healthy choices, that's good for you. What would be like I said besides the drinking? What one thing you would miss when you're training? You'd be like going like.
I miss pizza.
Oh, pizza. What you deep dish or you're more of a flat pizza?
I'm more of a flat.
Flat, yeah. Deep dish is like I think somebody's call it like a lasagna pizza or whatever. I had deep dish. It's pretty good. Now, are you planning to compete this year, or you gonna take a step back?
Yeah, I'm not competing anymore.
Oh, you done?
I'm retired.
Oh, retired. Oh, yeah. That's the thing is I think a lot of people when we hear like especially some great competitors who walk away, it's like we feel like we're brokenhearted. But now what I'm learning is understand why, because the financial issues of it, the cost of it. I mean, between you got to pay your IB Pro card every year. You know, you got to, you know, that and that. But you know what? Now you can really, you know, just enjoy life as who you are. You don't have to be under stress. But do you ever think that, you know, the thing is about competition? I know some competitors that walk away from a while, and then it's that hunger. I mean, it's like that it be calling them. Yeah, the opportunity to get back on the stage and just you figure you ever had that hunger again?
I don't know. I mean, because I kind of play with it a little bit sometimes, but I like the I started competing at 43. So I'm 50 years old now. So every single summer I was in prep. So me being such a fun person, I mean, my life is so busy and it's so, it's different. So I like having fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like to compete and I like to challenge myself to get in the best shape of my life. But I'm at a stage and a point where, I just want to enjoy my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I gave a lot of years to it. I know a lot of people have been doing it way longer than me, but I gave a lot of time to the sport and years and I sacrificed a lot. So now I'm just, I'm chilling.
Yeah, you just want to enjoy life and have a good time. Here we go with Brooke Burrell again. Brooke, he says, Miss Cash, how strict are you with your clients? And do you have to give up chocolate?
I'm very strict on my clients. Chocolate, yes, you have to give up chocolate because, the sugars. But yes, I'm very strict on my clients. And I try to let them know that, it's you're going to have to work to get in shape. It ain't no secret pill for it. I didn't wake up like this. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to put the work in, consistency and discipline. It'll get you there, but you got to put the work in. It ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah, and Brooke also said you look 23, Miss Cash.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
It's like you look a lot younger than you are because I'm 48. I'm 48 right now. You look like you're about maybe 30 something. I look older than you. So I feel like. Yeah, and it's just it's that lifestyle of fitness. It's healthy. It's good. You found your niche in it, and this is one thing. This is
I got pretty good genetics too.
Yes, because this is one. I'm gonna show y'all a picture real quick, and don't get too excited out there, you schmoes. And this is some picture. I put, this is my favorite picture I found. Oh my god, It is a beautiful picture, amazing. You have a great physique. You get great genetics. I mean, it's great physique. I mean, I'm telling you. I mean, people, like I said, I know that this is why I admire you women. Your commitment and passion. You work hard to maintain this lifestyle, but also to maintain the fact that you are committed to something that is a lot of people may not have the courage to be committed to.
Yeah. It's not easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of missacrifices. So if you could, like I said, if you could go back to your younger self, would you had started this earlier or just
No, I wouldn't.
You like too much.
Your old self. No.
Yeah,
I like fun too much. So I'm talking about fun. I mean, I'm real fun. I like fun. So I couldn't have did it in my. I mean, I think timing was perfect.
Mm-hmm. It's about time. Yeah. I'm saying you are a great person. Here is James Henry. Yes, you do look 23, Miss Cash, and I definitely agree too. Yeah, because it's a good healthy lifestyle. If you once you get an itch, sometimes the sacrifices you got to make, but you know what? If those sacrifices reward you with better health and everything else, it's worth it. You know what you think?
It's worth it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially when bodybuilding is when people use it right. Because like I said, people are dying.
Mm-hmm.
They are dying in this sport. Heart attacks and we doing this type of lifestyle is to help you live longer, not the opposite. Not the latter, to help us live longer. So, it's and then a lot of times you get bodybuilders when they be so big on a certain level, their cardio output is not as good. So you still got to be able to work on your cardio output because that strengthens your heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that thing we talk about sport, how all these recent deaths, everybody's going to point your finger at the sports and say, "Oh, young this, young this, young that." But the fact is, other sports athletes have died, and sometimes it's about your training, what what supplements you're using. Sometimes if you have an issue like a heart condition, something like that, there's a lot to go into this. That could affect it. Here we have here. Brooke Burrell. I mean, no disrespect, Miss Cash, but you are gorgeous. You are the proof point that black don't crack.
Yeah. Tell him I said thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, he heard you. He's very happy. So he just he comes out here. He loves talking to you ladies because he's a fan.
I should have put the link on my page because so people can ask questions to other people. But I'd be so
busy. You're busy.
Next time I will though, so everybody can see it.
But that's good. But like I said, I have her information in the description. You want to check her out. You want talk with her. If you're in the Memphis area, you seriously want to change your life, be committed to a healthy lifestyle. Check her out. Her club is Cashapp, and it's in Memphis, Tennessee. Also, she has another fitness club in Cordova.
Cashapp Fitness is the gym. It's in Cordova.
Okay.
Event center that's in the other location. My other gym location is now an event center, so I use it for rentals when people having parties and banquets.
Oh, that's cool. So you still, even though you still own your club, or you
No, I don't. I'm not. I don't think I'm doing this events. Club business is a hard business. It take a lot of commitment.
Yeah, I know. You like I say, I used to work in the club. We have to always, sometimes we used to have a thing called $2 Tuesdays. That's when we get it's only $2 till 11 o'clock. You come in, you pay $2 fee after, and then after that it's gold price, and then you have to worry about the girls getting their money, this, that. And sometimes we'd be so full that they used to send me out, "Hey George, go get the beer because we need some beer. We run out." But yeah, that's the thing. He just responded and said, "You are very welcome." And Miss Cash, do you have a YouTube, or may I be your friend?
Yeah. I got to add to George. I seen that Beast Breeder. That's my YouTube, Beast Breeder, and I said I'm going to commit to doing more videos on the YouTube channel. But it's the Beast Breeder.
All right. Beast Breeder. I will put it into the description later on, so people who want to follow her. Also, a lot of people like that, especially in the pandemic, where people are at home more. More people are working at home. I think that also a lot of people. I know one of the guys who mentioned that he's thinking about doing live streams on YouTube and also IG. You think about doing that too? To reach out to clients you want to train.
Yes, I'm trying to do more. That's what I've let everybody know that I'm gonna be committed this year to more podcasts, live streaming, and stuff like that, so I can really be able to reach more people and more people can talk to me and ask questions, and not just helping the people that I see every day.
That's good because that's good that now that you had this one job in trucking, then you get into the sport of bodybuilding, hits pro, and now you're becoming this fitness guru. I mean, that's that's the thing about the sport. You're always steadily evolving. You're just changing from one thing to another. Now, when you were competing, who the people that you were we finally got to meet? Like, I know I saw a picture with you with women in Linda Murray. What was that feeling with a legend, a 8-time Mr. Olympia?
The most Iris Kyle. She's the true queen. The 10-time Miss Olympia. She's my all-time favorite competitor. And Miss Linda, I love her too. It was an honor meeting her. I was so excited. But Iris Kyle, she the GOAT. 10 times. She paved the way for, in her own way. She made her own way. She ain't kiss no ass. It was what it was. What I'm saying? She ain't had to be the poster child. She just wanted to be the best. So that's what I admire about her, because she paved her own way. Yeah,
because I think she's the one to kind of change the sport. And we all know a few years ago, I like to quote some movies. One of my favorite movies is Batman Begins, where the part where Ra's al Ghul tells Bruce Wayne how, just like I did some bodybuilding, how they walk quietly behind the Miss Olympia and stab her in the heart. And that was just something, it's just, now, but now Miss Olympia is back. You have Andrew Shaw. What do you think of the champion now?
I think she has an amazing physique. Amazing.
Yes, it is. It is amazing. I mean, and she has a beautiful structure. Especially her face. She's just beautiful. She made. I would love to have her on my show if I get a chance to, but I know she's a busy lady. We have here is James Henry. Miss Cash, you are awesome, and keep up the good work, and you rock.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
This is why I do this, because like I said, a lot of we are fans of you ladies. We respect your commitment. We are, we fantasize about you too. But it's the thing about this. Well, I started out, I just really just wanted something to give attention to you, because if you look at on like a lot of, like on YouTube, there's going to be 2011 things dedicated to the men, right? And it's only so few committed to you women. There's like myself, DD on Spot, Female Bodybuilding Channel. It's just so small, because the fact is, like I said earlier, how there's just a prejudice against female bodybuilding, and people are not comfortable. I remember when I was younger, when I bought a magazine, it was one Women's Fitness World and a Women's Physique World. And I was at a bookstore, and the lady's going, wait, it was Linda Murray was on the cover. And that was when she was still competing. And I was like about 14, 15. I'm a teenager. I was fan of Linda Murray, and I wanted, and it's just crazy how people would deny people who are fans of female bodybuilding. Like one point might say, like, man, are you gay? So wait a minute. It'd be one thing if I had fantasies about lean. Well, I had a fantasy about Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's so story. But it's one thing if we are into, but we're into, because you are still women. You're beautiful. You're a different woman than any other woman. Like I said, I live in the South, like yourself. I'm from North Carolina. Our women a little bit more full, a little more thicker, but also, a woman is always going to be a woman, be it whatever you do in your life.
Yes.
James here says you're welcome. And one more, this is from your man, Book Burrell. If you wouldn't as to ass-kicking machine in bodybuilding, what other sports do you think you would dominate?
Football.
Hmm.
I play football too.
You play soccer?
I play football.
Mm-hmm. Your pads?
Yes. I will also dominate pool. Shoot.
Oh, I'll give that pool. Women. I play some pool, some girls, and they really chill. But
that's basketball.
I'm too short for basketball.
So I love sports. So anything I put my mind to, I'm gonna dominate.
Yeah, and this is a lady who she's I respect her. I know I like to think about football because I played football. You ever been in a bull circle?
A bull circle? No.
Yeah. That's when what it do is like, we used to play, we go get all guys in circles. Then some guys charge at you. You have to knock them out. Yeah, they try to tag you. That is tough. I've done that. And I did pretty good. Once again, folks, we have Miss Sammica Cash. We don't want to hold her up too long because I know she's a busy lady. She got clients. She got everything going. She's looking at the watch. She's a beautiful woman, amazing body. Whoa, hey, you supposed, hey, keep it to yourself. You watch it later when you're alone by yourself. Not right now. Don't want to get your
people inbox me and said, please pose for me. I'm like, I be looking like.
See, I don't do like I said. I usually don't ask you ladies to do that because if you want to do that, that's fine. But I think you want to focus too much on your muscle. You want to focus on you as a person. Yeah. Okay. How long did you box, Miss Cash? And that's the thing he want to know. You just did it for workouts? Your boxing?
Yeah, just did it for workouts.
Yeah,
I never really actually boxed, but I used to want to. But I got too old now.
Yeah. Well, it's always you're never too old, but you want to you don't want to be up there. Sometimes it's tough the fighting game. Like I'm a fan of MMA. I used to be a big fan of boxing. Who's your favorite back in the day when you used to watch boxing?
In boxing?
Yeah.
My favorite boxer.
Let me guess, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson.
No. I used to love Roy Jones.
Or Pretty Roy. Yeah, everybody like Roy. I like Mike Tyson. You remember Money Mike? He was the first money. He was the first money for Mayweather.
Yeah, right.
But that's the thing is, but boxing is a tough sport, and it's not as I don't follow as much like you. I follow a lot of MMA, and that's a sport. It's really tough sport. We're talking about. Right. And just like I said, just like you ladies in MMA, they don't get much consideration and don't make much money. And there's one lady there's two ladies from your home state, Tennessee, Miss Mandy Polk. She's done both bodybuilding. She was a fitness competitor, and also she does MMA. And there's a lady by the name of Shamir Pasquea. She's from Knoxville, and she does MMA. And it's a lot. Yeah. Well, folks, we really like to thank you for Miss Cash coming through. She's a lovely lady. Like I said again, check out her. Her on social media. And what's your YouTube again?
Beast Breeder. BEASTBREEDER.
All right. You can send me the link to my IG. I'll post it into the description. Folks, check her out. Follow her. Comment, subscribe to her on when you finally join her. Check her. Support this woman in the sport of bodybuilding. We need to support our ladies in bodybuilding because you know what? They need it much more than anybody. And also anybody who's listening to my channel, if you are a sponsor who wants to put your money behind somebody, if you want to see competitors succeed, really, put some money behind these women because they need it. They need support. I know it's not what everybody, this is not the women that everybody wants to see, but these are the women who are committed, whose passion I respect. Now, this is one from your man, Brooke Burrell. You are phenomenal, Miss Cash. Hello?
Yes, I heard you are phenomenal. That's all I heard.
Yes, yeah, that's what he said. You're phenomenal. That's all he said.
Thank you. Tell him I said that.
Yeah, he but we really appreciate your time. You are a lovely person. I hope we get everything straightened out now. One of the ladies who follow my name, Tanner Huey, told me, George, don't give him no problems. I try not to. And like I said, we like I said, try respectful. And like my man Dalton from Roadhouse, I'll be nice until it's no longer time to be nice.
Right.
So anyway, folks, thank you for coming through.
Thank you, George. Thanks for having
me. No, like this. This, like, again, one of my favorite movies is Batman Begins. I love the whole Batman Nolan trilogy. When Jim Gordon said to Batman, I never got a chance to say thank you. And Batman said back to him, you don't ever have to. You don't have to thank you. You owe me nothing. This is a pleasure doing this. Okay. So anyway, anybody, like I said, check out Miss Cash on her social media. If you're in the
Cash Fitness, on TikTok, Sammica Cash, IG, Sammica_Cash. So if you put in Sammica Cash on any form, I don't have other names. I just use my name. So
all right.
It's easy
and
to
just
find.
Check her out. If you're in the Memphis area, check her out. If you're serious somebody who wants to change your life, get in better shape, reach out to her. I think she's dedicated. She's strict. You get on that leg press, she's gonna ride you. She's gonna ride you. Rolling. I was watching Gunsmoke earlier. Just like watching some wrestling. But like I said, once again, folks, check her out. And here's my rule, guys. I'm gonna keep telling you, no D pics. Be respectful. No one wants to see that.
Thank you. I don't want to see that.
No one wants to see that. No one wants to see your tattoo-whacker. No one wants to see your purple murple. Keep that to yourself. These are ladies. Be respectful. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Thank you, George. Thank you. I'm sick.
You don't have to. Yeah, you're welcome. Anyway,
y'all have a good weekend.
You too. And I hope you enjoy your Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day is made for suckers.
Absolutely, George.
Anyway, this is your man all the way George Page with my special guest, Miss Sammica Cash, or I call it Sammica Cash by accident. Like, comment. Yes, like, comment, subscribe, check her out. And like I said, enjoy your weekend, and we are out.
Thank y'all for having me.
You're welcome.